Good morning, Mr. Houston.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
I can't complain. Glad to see you. You survived all of that turmoil on the road a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Let you know I'm not exempt, right?
Right.
You're here on Wilson?
Yes, I am. You know, Judge, there was actually a discrepancy in the assignment order. It indicated that the hearing was supposed to take place on the 13th. But I checked the ROA for other reasons, and I saw the 12th, so I decided to show up today.
Okay, because I do have you on the docket for today.
Yeah, I thought the ROA would control. So I don't know who made that mistake in the assignment form, but heaven must have been looking out for us, because that would have been a little unfortunate.
We're ready on Wilson.
Yeah, he is in custody, Your Honor. I met with him. He's still in custody. I checked just a moment ago. He's still there. $50,000 cash bond.
Okay.
Calling case number 2405-755101, people of the state of Michigan versus Tyler Wilson. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, count 2, weapons felony with firearm, count 3, domestic violence.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court and your staff. Melvin Houston, P number is 36280, appearing on behalf of Mr. Tyler Deshaun Wilson, who is in custody at the Wayne County Jail Division 1. I would ask the court to waive his appearance for today's session.
The court will waive the defendant's presence. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor, we would like an in-person preliminary examination.
All right, the court will continue the plea of not guilty and set this matter for preliminary examination. Ms. Drain, is June 17th too soon?
No, for this case, I think we can do that. We can manage it.
All right, June 17th at 9:45. Is that a good date and time, Mr. Houston?
Yes, it is, Your Honor. I have an AOI that morning at 9 o'clock, so I'm going to be in the area right across the street.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Have a great day, sir. Appreciate it.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to refer this matter to pretrial services for a report.
Okay, I'll refer it to pretrial services for bond recommendation.
Okay, he had a bond review hearing on the 5th, so that was denied.
Okay, so what's changed since the 5th?
Well,
besides the judge.
There has been a lot of talk about the allegations in this case. And I don't want to get into the facts, but my client believes that the judge, or at least his attorney, really didn't argue his position well at all. And there were a lot of assumptions that were made about what occurred. Hopefully that will be resolved through a report by the DSU.
Okay, so I'll make the referral.
Just one more time. Do a review.
Oh, we won't have it back by the time of the exam, though.
Yeah, I sort of suspect that that's the case. But maybe during the preliminary exam, we can at least address the issue of bond for the court and provide some of the details.
All right, we'll do.
All right, Your Honor, 9:45, 17th.
All right.
All right, see you then. Thanks a lot. Have a good day and stay safe.
What's this? Okay. Motion. Okay.
Which one, James? I see that's one. Calling case number 1605633701. People of the state of Michigan versus Tammy L. Moss. This is a destruction, a motion to destroy biometric data.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Ms. Moss, unmute yourself and tell me your name. Ms. Moss, unmute yourself and tell me your name.
Tammy Moss. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. All right, this is Mrs. Moss. Motion to destroy biometric data and arrest record. She had a charge of identity theft that was dismissed back on March 30th, 2016. The complaining witness in the matter refused to prosecute. So, Ms. Moss, what have you been doing since 2016?
Working.
Where do you work?
I was working for Walker Miller Energy under.
You was working for Walker Miller? So who are you working for now?
Hopefully going back to Walker Miller this month for a new contract with DTE.
When is the last time you worked there?
October 2023.
So you've been unemployed since October 2023?
Correct.
Why are you moving to get this biometric data and arrest record removed now?
Well, if I had known that I could have been taking it off, I would have. And it could possibly mess up any future work for me.
But it hasn't as of yet, right?
No, not to my knowledge. But I have a clean record. I don't want it on there. Shouldn't have never been put on there in the first place because it wasn't true.
Ms. Drain, you have any objection?
Your Honor, I have no objection.
All right, the court has signed the order to destroy the biometric data and arrest record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that will be sent over to, I believe, the state police. All right, thank you. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too. Thank you.
Oh, he's in person.
There's two. One is not on the docket because it's on the case.
Oh,
Mr. Herrera. Calling case number 0106224301. People are saying Michigan versus Challenge Herrera. And also case number 0106193901. Both are cases are motions to destroy biometric data.
appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Tell me your name, sir.
Showman Carrillo III.
All right, this is Mr. Carell's motion to destroy biometric data and arrest record. In one case, he had a case that was dismissed back in 2001, September 20th, 2001, for insufficient evidence. It went before Judge Donald Coleman. And then he had a domestic violence case. That was dismissed because the defendant complied with 7694A. Dismissed on December 12th, 2002. So what have you been doing all this time, sir?
Oh,
Since
truck
2002?
I'm a owner operator, semi-driver, small business owner.
Okay, very good. And why are you seeking to get this done at this time?
Because it looks bad on my record and I'm going into warehousing and they do extensive background checks. And not to mention that everything on my record was fraudulent. It was a lie. It was an attempt to win the children, get the children back. I was innocent of everything that's on my record. I have a clean. The things
Well,
that
I
I was
appreciate what you're
charged with.
saying, but at some point in time, in order for you to get 7694A, you pled guilty.
No, I was found guilty.
Oh, you were found guilty.
Yes, sir. We
By
went
a
to
judge
court.
or jury?
We went to court, a jury.
The jury found you guilty.
Mhm.
But you still maintain your innocence.
I am innocent. It never happened.
Are you with that lady anymore?
No.
Have you seen her anymore?
She caught wind of me one year. I came to town and saw my children and took them to the market and left. She went about some other stuff, said that I jumped her again. She did this to her previous husband also. She has tormented him and me for years. How dare us to leave her or do not want to live her lifestyle. And she sent her friends on her course. Her friends that work for the court. Her best friend was
This is well over 20 years ago.
Yes, and it still causes me a problem with that in my past. And I've had to live that down all these years. It has cost me good contracts, not to mention the embarrassment on me and my children and my family. That incident never happened.
Okay, but we're not here to relitigate all of that.
Yes, sir, I
The matter
understand
is
that.
dismissed, but it still shows up on your arrest record and so forth. Ms. Drain, do you have any objection to the court dismissal?
Your Honor, I have no objection.
Okay, both matters, court has executed the order to dismiss or to destroy the biometric data in the arrest record. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Connect your audio, Mr. Smith. Connect your audio, sir. Unmute yourself, sir. Mr. Smith, why are you here today?
On my paper, it's out June 12th.
Sir, you were at the last last probable cause conference where we set your preliminary exam date with your
For
attorney,
the
Mr. Upshur, correct?
For the 21st.
Whatever date it was that was given to you, that's your
Okay,
date.
okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Montez, how can I help you?
Your Honor, I'm here on Deontay Bridges, who's being zoomed in from the Macomb County Jail.
Calling case number 2405-720201, people of the state of Michigan versus Deontay Bridges. Defendant is charged in count 1, home invasion, first degree, count 2, domestic violence.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Good morning to Your Honor and staff. Paulina Montez, P number P87105, representing Mr. Deontay Bridges, who is present on Zoom. Mr. Bridges, could you please state your name for the record?
Deontay DeVar Bridges.
What's your pleasure, Ms. Montez?
We're seeking a preliminary exam date. Additionally, I don't believe we've received digital discovery.
Are we going to need 2 weeks to writ?
Yes, that's correct as well.
All right. All right, how about June 28th at 10 o'clock?
That works for me, Your Honor.
June 28th at 10 o'clock, and bond we continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, so let's see what pieces. Do I have anybody? Is Mr. Vance here?
He is not, Judge.
Yep.
Thank you. So,
She may be that was a Wilson case. Because I see some Walton
Ms. Walton, how can I help you?
I was just coming to watch.
And you have to watch on YouTube where it's being live streamed.
Okay.
All right, have a good day. You expect notices?
I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to call them.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
It's a carpeting.
Whatever it is.
Yes,
You're just.
I got it. I have seen.
Nice.
Thank you, we give Mr. Wilson.
617.
Mr. Wilson.
617.
At what time?
617 and 9:15.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Mr. Wilson, we did your case already. Your next court date is June 17th at 9:15.
You did. They just came and got me and brought me here, sir.
I understand. Your attorney waived your presence and set your matter for a preliminary examination. So we're going to do it on June 17th, next Monday.
What does that mean? What time again, Judge?
9:15. I didn't realize Mr. Wilson was in custody.
That's what I did.
Later time.
Thanks, Your Honor. That's all we have.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good.
So,
I just got off the phone with the OIC on Roderick McGee's case. He says he's sick. It sounds terrible. Do you want him coming in the courtroom?
all I see.
Yeah.
On the heat,
Yeah.
you need it.
I can try and do it without him, but I don't have any other witnesses that have shown up yet this morning. And it's scheduled for 9 o'clock.
Did we hold this in person?
No, that we held on the co-defendant who's charged with the murder case. This co-defendant is only charged with the gun charges of an FA, so.
We can do it with the OIC.
Let me ask, I'll try. I just don't want him coming to the courtroom because he sounds very good.
Hey, officer, I meant to tell you, thank you for yesterday.
Oh, no problem, Judge. Appreciate it.
Sorry to call it the magic box.
Sometimes people just need a little bit of encouragement.
Mr. Banton still isn't here.
He is not, Judge. Tried calling him this morning, about an hour ago.
I had his client give him a call about 20 minutes ago. He said he was running a few minutes late. That's the first time he talked to him since the probable cause.
Just so the court, I understand defense counsel, my witnesses are running. I asked my OIC.
Okay.
Just FYI, your first case, defendant, starting, want to request another attorney.
Can you play?
There's
How's your week going, Judge?
About like this, slow motion. How about yours?
It's been going.
Busy?
Basically.
Yes.
Somebody give me a number for Mr. Vance.
Three, 5, 8, 7, 4, 1.
That's a cell phone.
What's going on? Are your witnesses here now?
Not yet, Your Honor. I just spoke to one of them who's stuck at Allen Park probation. Reported this meeting for probation. They're not complete.
How many witnesses do you have?
Two. Okay. The other one, slightly before 9 o'clock, when we called, sleeping. So we woke him up, he said he was on his way, but it was roughly an hour ago. I haven't heard from Mr. B. Drive.
Judge King. Okay. Okay. Since the so he's like working on the he is walking home.
Mr. Collins, how you doing?
Harlem. First.
21st is left. Thank you.
Sir, why is it that you're scheduled to be here at 9 o'clock? It's after 10 o'clock and we have to call you.
Your Honor, I had two small matters over at Frank Murphy, but they didn't take
And
offense.
that's all fine, but why couldn't you call the court to let the court know where you were?
Well, I talked with my client and he said.
Did you talk with the court? I don't talk to your client.
No, I understand. Sure, I have. I just want to make sure I have the right phone number, Your Honor. 313-965-2283.
Yes. We called and left several messages for you as well.
Again, I apologize. When I'm in court over there, I usually turn my phone off.
Calling case 24-57029, People of the state of Michigan versus defendant number 2, Roderick McGee. Defendant is charged in count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon. Count 3, weapons, firearms, possession by a prohibited person. Count 4, carrying a concealed weapon. Count 5, felony firearm. Count 6, felony firearm. And it has an official from the court defense notice. Appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Bell on behalf of the people, P68673.
Good morning, Your Honor. Richard Banter, P 39845 on behalf of Mr. McGee. Mr. McGee stands to my left, state.
McGee, you knew you were coming to court today, right? Why are you dressed in t-shirt, sir? Do you think that's court attire?
Told me no shorts last time.
No shorts, and then you come in a t-shirt. How old are you, sir?
42.
You're 42 years old. You should know better. Look around the courtroom. Do you see anybody else dressed like you?
No.
What does that tell you?
I'm doing.
Tell me what?
I'm with a t-shirt.
Why are you wearing a t-shirt? You don't own a shirt?
I'll be working in it, and I have time to go get one.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be working.
Working where?
I do plumbing. We be, like, sometimes we get off at 7 and I'm on the tele. Gotta be in at 9.
So when you got up and put on clothes, looked at yourself before you left, right? So at some point in time, you had to look in the mirror and say, okay, I'm ready. That's what you did? You thought that was appropriate for court? This big time set for the examination. Are you ready to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, I'm not. I had 2 witnesses that were subpoenaed for today. Mr. Anthony Simpson and Alan Ellis. Mr. Simpson, the last time I spoke to him, approximately 35 minutes ago, was at Allen Park. He had to report to probation there earlier this morning. I did ask him to request to advise the court that he had a subpoena to come here. I was actually on the phone with him for a while he requested, but he was told by the security there that he had to stay there until this case was called. The second witness, I was informed that the OIC had contact with him twice this morning and that he was on his way. However, it's now 10:14 and they have not appeared yet.
No further discussion, Your Honor.
I would ask for a short adjournment if possible. I will say that the witnesses were here several weeks ago when the co-defendant's homicide hearing was held, and they were here.
Check and see what the status of the witnesses are right now.
I will go. May I step out in the hall?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Christopher Conley.
He just stepped out to the restroom, Judge.
Okay. Calling case 2457447, of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Deshaun County. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault and resisting obstruction of police officer. Count 2, knowingly assault or assault and battery of a pregnant individual. Pregnant woman. Here's the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
And good morning, Your Honor. Harold Collins, P 56805, on behalf of Mr. Christopher Conley, who is president for the state unit.
Christopher Thomas. Today's the date and time set for preliminary examination. Are you ready to proceed?
Your Honor, I am not able to proceed today. I would be asking for an adjournment for the following reasons. There were 2 officers that were subpoenaed for this case for count 1, resisting obstructing assaulting police officer. Those officers were Officer Nashel and Officer Robinson. I did send subpoenas to the officer in charge. He served those subpoenas to their departments. They are not here because number 1, Officer Nashel was actually injured as a result of this entire incident. He is on leave still because of that incident. And I believe still receiving treatment. He was a head injury. The second officer that is Officer Robinson. I'm sorry, what moment you're in? Okay, officer, the second officer that was involved in this incident, Officer Stephanie Robinson, is on furlough right now. I was just informed upon returning following her furlough, she was going to be employed. So she will not be available. Officer in charge did just inform me that Officer Nashel has a doctor's appointment today. He has a doctor's appointment today, and he may be able to return to work restricted duties, which would mean that he would be able to employ. So I asked for next week. So I'm asking for a brief adjournment for that reason.
Collins, how do you look for June 21st at 10 o'clock?
You granted that adjournment?
I'm inclined to. What's the date? Finding good cause to adjourn it, June 21st at 10 o'clock.
That day would be doable, Judge. I don't believe the complainant is here either, even though it's a misdemeanor charge, so we'd ask the court to consider the dismissal, but of course, we would need to decide the court's discretion.
But people don't have to prove a misdemeanor in their exam, so her appearance not required. So the court will find good cause to adjourn the matter. I'll adjourn it to June 21st at 10 o'clock.
Judge, I do need to address my client's tether situation if I could.
Okay.
He is tethered to his dad's home right now. He is asking for the tether to be back to the address where the situation occurred, which is his home. The complainant is not there at that address. And I believe he's on house arrest too, which means he hasn't been able to work. He's kind of in an on-call security position. They call for, and works in the downtown area as needed to attend these functions on call. So we'd ask for him to be tethered back to the Ferguson address, and we'd ask the court for support for him to continue his working situation, which is kind of variable, Judge.
Work situation is kind of what?
It's kind of variable in terms of the hours.
Something more stable. So I don't do very.
Tell me, I mean, you have to tell me something.
It's from 8 to 8. Sometimes they do 12-hour shifts, but they always let us know the hour.
So hours do you want to work?
The first 2 hours I did was 12 to 12. But,
yeah, I'm gonna give you 12 to 12.
Yeah, I know since I'm on 12, I know I've been working late, so it's late, I've been working like 6 to 8. So at least I can make it in 27 hours.
I'll give you 9 to 5.
Okay. We'll take it, Judge.
Any objection?
No objection.
Be in order to that effect.
Okay, Judge. We'll see you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Wow.
Should be some blank.
Where do we stand, Mr. Bell?
Your Honor, I have one witness here. My second witness is still, and I believe I said Allen Park earlier, but I believe I misspoke. It's at Lincoln Park District Court. I think he's still there. So I would ask for an adjournment in this case if possible.
Can't proceed with this that you have.
I can start with him, but I would need the second witness.
So let's start.
Let's get started.
I start.
What's his name?
Allen Ellis, A-L-L-E-N, last name Ellis, E-L-L-I-S.
We're back on the record on case 2457447, People versus Christopher Deshaun County. You have any preliminary matters before we call you this?
I'm sorry, who did you just call, Your Honor?
Case. We're back on the record on 2457029, for the state mission versus Roger McGee. Preliminary matters before we call you this?
No, Your Honor, other than there's just a stipulation between the parties as to the defendant being ineligible to possess a firearm due to prior convictions, specified felony, and the requirements for regaining eligibility not for that.
So stipulated for exam purposes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or receive that stipulation?
Your Honor, just ask for the usual or sequestration.
There doesn't appear to be any witnesses in the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land, if you are a witness or potential witness, I'm ordering you to log off at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'll call to the stand Allen Ellis.
So please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Thank you, sir. Please have a seat in these spots next to me. Voice of nice and loud and speak into the microphone to the left. Okay, great.
Thank you. Sir, can you state your full name and spell it for the record?
Tyler Ellis, ALLENELLIS.
Mr. Ellis, I'm going to get right to the point. I'm going to direct your attention to April 28th of this year, 2024. Where were you living on that date?
Stand with my family.
What was the address?
11845.
Was that in the city of Detroit, Wayne County, state of Michigan?
Yes.
On that evening on April 28th, what was happening at the house you were living at?
Excuse me, repeat the question.
What was happening at your house that evening?
That evening, small gathering, and that tragic event towards the end of the night.
What do you mean by tragic event?
This morning was the life.
Okay. Who's the individual that lost their life?
His name was Dario.
Okay. What's his last name?
Pitts.
Dario Pitts?
Dario Pitts.
Okay. Now, I'm going to backtrack before Dario Pitts lost his life. Who was at the location during that get together?
So family members, some small associates.
Who were the associates?
I didn't invite them.
Can you speak into the microphone for me, sir?
I didn't invite them, so I wouldn't know. I just had came up and work. So I mean, I came into everything that was going on at the time at the house.
Okay. What time did you arrive home from work?
On the same hour, 8 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock p.m.
PM.
Okay. And how many people were present at your home on Wisconsin Street? 15?
20.
Was Mr. Pitts there when you arrived home from work?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know an individual by the name of Broderick McGee?
Yes.
How do you know Broderick McGee?
Family member.
When you say a family member,
Cousin.
he's your cousin?
Yes. Our cousin.
Okay. Is this a blood cousin?
Yes.
The person you know is Broderick McGee. Do you see him present in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you point to him and identify what he's wearing?
Yeah. White t-shirt.
Your Honor, may the record reflect the witnesses identifying the defendant, in this case, Broderick McGee?
So no.
Thank you. Mr. Ellis, at some point, was there an argument between Mr. McGee, the defendant, and Dario Pitts?
Yes.
Do you know what that argument was about?
Liquor.
What, when you say liquor, what do you mean?
It was over a bottle of liquor.
Okay. And did you hear this argument between the defendant and Dario Pitts?
Yes.
What was the defendant saying to Mr. Pitts?
I want to say it was, they arguing about the liquor.
What was the argument about regarding the liquor?
Just like I'm not sure about that, but I know it started off with
Okay. Do you know what kind of liquor they were arguing over?
tequila.
Tequila? Okay. Where was this argument at? Was it in the house, outside the house?
Outside.
Where outside the house?
Want to say what porch, driveway.
Porch or the driveway?
Yeah, the porch is right next to the driveway.
Okay, so the porch is right next to the driveway, and the argument is in that area?
So
The porch is next to the driveway, and the argument was in that area?
correct.
Okay. Was that in front of the house?
Yes.
Okay. When the argument began, did you see Mr. McGee with a gun? At some point during the argument, did you see the defendant with a gun?
Yes.
Do you know where he got the gun from?
No.
Okay. Do you know, was it, bad question, where did he get the gun from? Prior to him having the gun in his actual hand, where did he retrieve the gun from?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
Oh, you want to retrieve? You want what? Like on his person?
Yes.
Yes, that'd be my best guess.
What do you mean? I don't want you to guess.
No, Yeah, on this person.
When you say honest person,
I mean, on him.
you're pointing,
No, I'm saying like on him, like his body, off his body.
yes,
Yeah, off his body.
off his body.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was the gun on his body?
Yeah, I would have no recognition.
Earlier, you were pointing to.
Yes, but more than likely, waist, yeah, I'm saying waistband, because that's what, you know, majority most people are out.
Did you see the defendant pull out a gun?
I see the ten club.
Yes.
No, I saw that intent.
Okay. So the argument when the defendant didn't have a gun in his hand, correct?
Correct.
And at some point during the argument, the defendant had a gun in his hand, is that correct?
Correct.
Did the defendant go anywhere to get the gun?
No.
Okay. Did anybody else hand him a gun? No. So is it fair to say that it came from somewhere on his person?
Yes, it's right.
Okay. Can you just, what kind of, when you say gun, what kind of gun was it?
Pistol.
A pistol? Okay. What color was the pistol?
Black.
Black.
From what I was saying, it was black. It was dark outside that night.
Okay. So after the defendant pulled out his pistol, do you recall if he had it in his right hand or left hand?
Yeah.
Where were you when this occurred?
Standing back on the porch.
Back on the porch?
Yeah,
Who else was outside when the defendant pulled out the gun?
Quite a few people outside. Like specifically, like, I ain't trying to go to name people. There's a lot of people there. Besides family, I don't know.
Okay. But you said quite a few?
Yeah, the 15 to 20 people that was there, I told you, showed up.
They were outside?
They was already outside.
Okay. During the argument, when the defendant pulled out the gun, what did he do with the gun?
I'm saying, like, try to go at him. We try to go at, like, I did, he swung it at him.
Okay, we clarify. You said he swung it at him. The defendant swung the gun?
The defendant swung the gun.
The victim, Mr. Dario Pitts?
Correct.
Okay. And when the defendant swung the gun at Mr. Pitts, what did Mr. Pitts do?
Moved out the way.
Okay. And then what happened?
When I went on, I don't know, I went in the house because I tried, before it got to that point, I tried to estimate the situation. Temperature after there, under the situation.
So you saw the defendant swing the gun, pull out the gun, swing it at Dario Pitts. Dario Pitts got out of the way and then you went in the house?
Yes.
So you didn't see any the rest of the altercation?
No, I was already tired of the situation.
When did you learn that Dario Pitts had died?
Later on that night, because I ended up leaving. And when some reason I came back.
Was the defendant talking to Dario Pitts or arguing with him when he pulled out the gun and swung it at him?
Yeah, they were arguing.
Do you recall what the defendant was saying to him?
Not word for word. It was just standard argument where they were going down and discussing each other.
At the time that the defendant took out his gun and swung it at Dario Pitts, does Dario Pitts have any weapons?
No.
Thank you. I don't have any further questions for this witness at this time.
Morning, Mr. Ellis. You said that when you came home from work, there was about 15 people around your house, is that true?
Yes.
And Mr. McGee was one of them.
Yes.
Now, you said what did you do when you got home, went inside the house? When you got home from work, that you're saying that when you come home from work, all these people were there, right?
Correct.
Did you go into the house first?
Yes.
And you changed, got your work clothes or what?
Oh, yeah, most of them, yeah, because it was my last day, so it was my private day.
All right. Now, You went back outside, right?
Correct.
And you indicated that you saw Mr. McGee, arguing with Mr. Pitts, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it was about liquor, right?
Correct.
Okay, was Mr. McGee the only one arguing?
Yes.
So nobody else was arguing with Mr. Pitts? Okay. Now, you testified that Mr. McGee pulled the gun out of his waistband, isn't that true? Is that true?
Waistband?
I mean, you're just assuming that he did, is that correct?
Correct, yes, I'm assuming.
Yes. You didn't actually see him pull it from his waistband?
No, I didn't see it.
How far away were the other people from Mr. Pitts and Mr. McGee?
Like they was over on 50 feet. It was over where it was there to the street area and other people like on the side.
All right, did anybody in the group of people that were around your place, did they see this argument?
Can't testify to what someone.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. They were close, were the other people close enough to witness what was going on?
Yes.
Now, did you hear any gunshots at that time?
There was
That evening?
There was no gunshots that evening.
And you indicated, where were you in relation to Mr. McGee and Mr. Pitts? Come back out.
Can you frame the question?
Mr. McGee and Mr. Pitts were arguing. Where were they arguing at? On the driveway, right?
Yeah, right up by the driveway,
Okay.
adjacent to the porch.
Right. And you come out of your house after you changed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you go off the porch?
No, wasn't banging on the porch. Basically the whole entire time once I came back up.
All right. And how far away were you from Mr. Pitts and Mr. McGee at that time?
Pretty close.
Was pretty close behind.
No, far as almost in Ninth reach.
That's it.
Can you correct? No, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, sorry, make sure that. Your Honor, I would ask for a brief adjournment for my second witness to testify. He's currently, as I indicated in court earlier, at Plymouth Park District Court. He did appear previously for this court to testify about 3 weeks ago in the homicide in the South Court. So if you watched it, please at court your probation.
I'll leave the court's discretion as far as the watch.
All right, given that the witness has been in contact with the prosecutor and is handling his own criminal matter, the court finds good cause to hold this matter in part. I will continue this. Are you guys available this Friday?
What time would that be, Your Honor?
What time is good?
I have to be in Frank Murphy in the morning. I anticipate I'll be done by 10:30.
This Friday, I'm open around whatever you want to set.
Let's set it for 11. That's the date time?
Yes, Your Honor.
June 14th at 11 o'clock. I'll be continued. Sir, come appropriately dressed for court. Is that yes?
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge. And I apologize for being late this morning.
Have a great day, Your Honor. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you Friday.
Mr. Bannon, the defendant would like to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I was wanna know, could I return another, attorney?
You can pay for any attorney you wish,
Okay.
but they have to be ready Friday. I don't know if you can retain an attorney to represent you on such short notice.
I was just asking, could I? Like, if
Pay
that bond,
for any attorney that you want. Mr. Vanta, are you appointed?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't have a right to choose your appointed counsel, but if you want to go and pay for an attorney, you can do that.
yeah, I was just asking, could you?
Yes.
All right.
This attorney.
That concludes our docket for today. No, it's full. Shine my shoes and everything.
I get to go home and barbecue. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What you think is looking like tomorrow for that case that's coming back that you have to read up on? Something, is that gonna be a dismissal or? Cause he got like that. It's obvious he was aiding the bed. You know what I mean? But to come up with the defense that he came up with was kind of select, oh, I just was there trying to help people get to the hospital. So I was laughing, we was laughing about that yesterday.
I gotta read everything because I haven't heard anything about
Right. So
maybe that's in the transcript that I'm gonna read. I haven't heard it.
and that's probably how he got off on that homicide, but he still did the 8 years.
I'm the prosecutor that doesn't get stress what aiding very means.
Mhm.
Any amount of aid person, it just looks that person.
Exactly.
Listen,
Okay.
At least that was my interpretation of it all.
that's the law. So you didn't have an APA to explain that fully to the jury. They like, you didn't pull the trigger. You find what's the verdict.
And that's how they, jury instructions, gotcha, okay. All right, see you tomorrow, Judge.
Okay, take care.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Judge, can I have you for a second?
Yes.
You need me, Brent? Yeah, I'll listen. You get the date first.
Pretty sure I have to. I'm gonna check my restrictions.
Okay, thank you.
But it's usually around.
Right.
Should take some around my anniversary too.
Yeah, that's not, that's no reason I think it's.
You sound like a whole crew, you
Yeah,
know,
it's just.
somebody gotta hold things together.
I don't know, somebody else can. We'll just patch them up.
We come back and gotta put everything back together.
Yeah.
Homicides on Mondays, Wednesdays,
Oh,
and Fridays.
Yeah. All right, everyone have a good day. Okay.
Well, folks, that concludes the docket for today. Hope to see you tomorrow, same bed station, same bed time.
Just that Tyler Wilson case. That case is set for 9:45.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, you all was saying 9:15.
Oh.
And you told the jail 9:15.
Oh.